Hello guys, and welcome to another video in the series of Linux tutorials. In this video we are going to look at the find command, which is used to search files and directory present at different locations. So let's begin. So first of all, I will open my terminal and you will see I am inside my documents which have three subdirectories, dir1, dir2 and dir3. Okay, now let's say I want to find the file abc.txt. Okay, and I want to search it inside the dir1. Alright, so I'll write here find, then in which directory you want to search, or from which directory you want to start searching. Okay, basically you have to define a path here. So I can write here I want to search inside the dir1. Okay, and then I'll write here name and then the name of the file or directory. Right, if you see here it is telling me that the file is present inside the dir1. Okay, same thing I can also do with the dir2. If I write here dir2, then you will see the files is present inside dir2, and here you will see that inside the dir2 there is subdirectory with the name dirs, and inside dirs there is a file abc.txt. okay, so it is searching recursively from the path I had defined. Okay, also I can define any path here, let's say root path, okay, or home directory path, or the current working directory path, right? So if I am writing here dot, it means the current working directory. So for in the current working directory, if you see here we have three subdirectories, right? So first it will go inside dir1 and search recursively for the abc.txt, then it will go to the dir2, then it will go to the dir3. Okay, so basically we can specify any path in this location. So if I press enter, now you will see it is telling me wherever the file abc.txt is present, okay, from searching from the current location. Right, now in place of abc.txt we can also specify the wildcards that we studied in the previous video. For example, let's say I am writing here *txt. Okay, so it will try to find all the files which are ending with the txt. Right, so if I press enter, now you will see it is giving me the path starting from dot. Basically it is saying that all these paths are starting from the dot because it is starting from, I had specified that start searching from the dot or current working directory, we can say. Okay, so it is saying that inside dir1 we have file2.txt which is ending with the txt. Right, similarly here, right, all these files are ending with the txt. Okay, and if you see here that inside the dir2 we have subdirectory with the name dir_no, and inside that we have no.txt. okay, another file with the ending with txt. Right, now let's say I want to find the files which are ending with the c. Okay, so I can write here *c, then you will see it is showing me the path of files which are ending with the c. Okay, abc is also included because it is ending with the c. Okay, basically we can specify all the standard wildcards here also, okay, in the file names or directory names. Right, so let me clear it now. Now let's say you want to start the searching from multiple locations. So for that you can write here, let's say our first location is dir1, so it will start searching from dir1, and the other location is dir2. Okay, so it is starting the searching from multiple location. Right, the first location is from dir1 and the second is dir2. If I press enter, you will see it is only searching inside dir1 and dir2, not inside the dir3. Okay, I can also give for another path, I can write dir3. Right, but dir3 doesn't have any file with the ending with c, so I'll create a file here abcc, let's say, and now if I again run it, then you will see it is showing me the path where it is found. Okay, now let's say you want to search for multiple files. Okay, so for that you can specify the option here -o and then give the name again, and let's say this file should end with the txt. Okay, and for the path I can define multiple path or single path, but I am giving here dot only. Okay, so if you see here it is all these files are ending with either txt or it is ending with the c. Okay, we can also specify a specific name like abc.txt or file or xyz, anything. Okay, but I am giving here general expression for the files ending with the txt or c. Okay, so it is showing me the path of all such files. Right, now by default it tries to search for file names as well as for directory names. Okay, for example, if I am writing here find dot / name and I am writing here, let's say dir*. Okay, so if you see here it is giving me the output for directory as well as files. Okay, for example, if I write here ls dir3, then you will see dir33 is an directory or subdirectory we can say, and dir333 is a file. Okay, so in the output it is showing dir333 inside the dir3, okay, and also as dir33 inside the dir3. Okay, so basically it is searching for both file names as well as directory names. Okay, but let's say I want to specify that I only want to search for files, so I can write here type, then I can write here d means directories. If I press enter, then it is giving me the name starting from the dir, and you will see that all these are directories. Okay, none of these are files. Okay, same thing if I do for files, then I can specify here f, then you will see only these two files exist which have at the beginning dir. Okay, and it is giving me the path here. Okay, so let me clear it. Now let's say I want to search the files and directories which are empty, so I can write here find dot then name. Okay, and I want to search for every file, so I am writing here asterisk, and then I will specify empty. Alright, then you will see these files and directories are empty. Okay, now if I want to find only directories, then I can write here type d. Okay, or to search for files only, then I can write here f. Okay, so by default it was searching for both file names and directory names, then I specify the type d for only for the empty directories, and then type f for empty files only. Okay, so these are the empty files which has no content inside of them. So now let's clear it, and now clear, and now let's try to find which have some specific file size. Okay, so I can write here, let's say find, and instead of empty I can specify here size. Okay, and let's say I want to find the files which have more than 2 MB of size. Okay, and the type stays the f for files. Okay, now you will see there is only one file that has the size more than the 2 MB. Okay, if you want to find for the files or directory which have less than 2 MB, then you can use -2m. Okay, and if you want to match with exact 2 MB, then you have to remove every sign before the 2m. Okay, so this is for the finding for specific files or directory with the specific size. Right, now let's say that we want to run some commands against the files and directories which have been found. Okay, so for that, first of all, let me remove it. Let the type stay be f for files, and then I can write exact. Okay, then curly braces, space, backward slash, and semicolon. Right, and between those we will write our commands. So for example, I can write here ls then sh. Okay, so it will give me the file size of every matched file. Okay, so the file size is 000, and this is 33 MB, then this is 4 kilobyte size. Okay, and these all are files because I specify here type as f. So it is giving me the file size of every found file. Okay, note that by default it does not give us the what is actually found. Okay, it is giving me just the output of this line with, it is something like this, ls dash sh, and then if I write here, let's say inside dir1, and then there is file 2.txt. Okay, it is giving me the output in this format, basically finding the ls sh with the file that has been matched. Okay, I tried it with this. Okay, but it is not actually telling me which files are actually matched. Okay, it is giving me the output, but it is not telling me what files are matched actually. Okay, for that we can write here dash print. Okay, just view how the output of this one will be different from this command. Okay, now if you see here, first it is telling me what is the output of lssh with this file. Okay, and then it is telling me what is actually the file or directory that has been matched. Okay, so this is how we can use the find command. This is just the basic overview of the find command, but in actual practice it is much more powerful than the described in this video. Okay, if you see here, that you will see that it could be used for other purposes also, let's say permission. Okay, so permission we had not talked about so far, but when I will talk about the file owner, file groups and users also, then I will specify what are the permission and how it is created. Okay, for till then have a little patience. So permission, we can search for the file names and directory names with the permission option, okay, or who is the owner of the file. For example, if there is multiple user and you want to only find the files or directory who belongs to a particular user, then you can use the option as dash user, okay. And if you want to search up to till some subdirectories, for example, right now it is recursively going inside and inside, but let's say I only want to go at maximum depth of 2, okay, then you can specify the max depth option, okay. Just like this, there are tons of other options that exist with the find command. For example, there is a specific option for inode or last modified files, okay, like that, okay. So whenever you are stuck, then you can always use the manual page, okay. So you can write man find, and if you want to open with nano, then you can write it nano dash, okay. So it will give you the manual page of all the option available, okay. So you can always go through this manual page whenever stuck, but I had given you the general idea of how to use the find command in Linux, right? So you can take the screenshot of this if it is required. And so that's all for today, guys. I hope you like the video. If you have any doubt, please comment it down. Thanks for watching, and I have to see you in the next video.